What is going on, Amazon sellers? Happy Saturday. I hope that you guys are all doing well. We are live from sunny Central Florida, and we will be talking about Amazon today, answering your questions, helping you with anything that you need to have a better Q4, have to grow your Amazon business. So if you have a question, drop it in the chat and we will get to it. And I also try to bring you something new every single day. And so I do have something for you guys to show you in Keepa. It's going to be a very simple trick that you can use to find products that other people may not be looking for. So if this is your first time here, my name is Chris Grant. I go by @ClearTheShelf on all social media, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, etc. And welcome in. So again, if you've got questions, make sure to drop them in the chat. That's what I'm here for, is to get your questions answered and help you with your business. I'll give everybody a minute or two to hop in here, and then we'll get rolling with your guys' questions. It is just about high time for Q4. Things are going to get crazy here pretty soon. Hey, Liz, what's going on? Good to see you. Where can you buy our Keepa instructions that we sell? Great question. So we've got two things. We've got Keepa Academy, which is a deep dive into all things Keepa. And then we've got the Keepa SOPs as well. And the Keepa SOPs will show you, or it's not show you, it's basically plug and play is what the Keepa SOPs are. But you can go in and you can grab all of the Keepa SOPs. There's, I think, 70 of them or so, and it'll just walk you through just like this and show you screenshots, exactly what you need to do, how to source bundles is what we're looking here. I wouldn't source bundles now, all right? But you can grab this. This is over at oachallenge.com/Keepa-SOPs. And I'm going to drop that in the chat for you guys as well. All right, let's see what other questions we have here. And again, I'm going to give everybody maybe 10 minutes to hop in here. It is a Saturday afternoon, and then I'll show you guys something on Keepa as well. I'm Groot. What's going on? What do you do when Amazon won't remove an inauthentic violation? Customer claimed a candy bar was fake. Crazy. Wholesale invoice is 100% legit. I would keep fighting that. I would not let that one go. If necessary, I'd probably get my attorney involved. Because if you've got a wholesale invoice and it's really, really good, I'd really fight that. So here's the thing, and this is something that I always find funny. I would take a Walmart receipt over a wholesale invoice all day long. So here's what you may need to do. If it's a legitimate wholesale supplier, go in and grab all of their business information. If they've got a Google My Business page, take some screenshots of that. If they've got a website, grab a screenshot of that. Maybe they are a member of the local Chamber of Commerce. Maybe they've got a Better Business Bureau rating. Maybe you can go find their DUNS number, which is like it's sort of like a credit score for businesses. They'll often have a DUNS number, and that'll be how they get corporate credit. Maybe they've got a trust pilot. Maybe they have some social media, but go out and build a case around here's why this wholesaler is legitimate. And the reason I say this is Amazon has actually given us information about what they want to see in our invoices and our suppliers. They want to see that they are legitimate. And if they can't find Bob's Candy distributors in Orlando, Florida, very easily, or something like that, then we've got to go and make the case for them to show them that it is legitimate. And so that's what I would do. I'd start building that case. Hey, Luke, what's going on, man? Appreciate you hopping in here as always. Claudia, thank you. Happy to do these. I enjoy doing these, and to be quite honest, this is a little bit of an experiment for me. As a business owner, we sell on Amazon, but and I'm not shy about it. We do also have some courses. We have some software like IP Alert and things like that. And so this is a bit of an experiment for me to see if I can grow my YouTube channel by going live consistently over the next 30 days. So Chris Yates, what's going on, man? I got this email a little bit ago, but I'm glad you got in here. So what I recently did, I've never been locked out because of too many OTPs. However, I was getting tired of having to get text messages each and every time. So I just went in there and actually switched over my two-factor authorization, my 2FA is what that's called, over to a 2FA app. So some people will use the Google app. LastPass has an authenticator app. I actually use another one called Authy, AUTHY. And in your settings, and I can't show you my screen or anything, but I'm going to pull up my Seller Central really quick, and I'm going to tell you where to find that. Once you get logged in, and I've actually got to log in here, so I'm going to pull up my Authy to be able to log in. Not sure why. I see why. Sorry, my Google Chrome did not update. So bear with me a second here. My LastPass is not filling things in automatically. But I'll get logged in here and I'll tell you exactly where to find that. All right. And mine is, there we go. All right. So you're going to go up to the little gear icon in the top right hand side. You're going to go to, you're going to go to login settings. And under your login settings, there is the two-step verification down at the bottom. You can go to manage, and then you can change what your preferred method is for two-step verification. I used an authenticator app. You can add multiple if you want to, but I'm using Authy. So becomes pretty easy. You can always disable your two-step verification, but I would not suggest that. There have been people who have gotten their accounts hacked, and we don't want that at all. Hey, Kevin from Lakeland, what's going on, man? Good to have you here. Hey, Lex, what up, Guru? Hey, glad to have you in here, Lex. Luke just bought LastPass to replace 1Password. Didn't even know LastPass did authentication. Yeah, it's great. LastPass Authenticator is solid, and I enjoy it. I don't know why I use Authy instead. I think I used Authy for a bunch of other things rather than like when I was into crypto and stuff. But I switched. I use Authenticator for one or two other items. Hey, Gina, coming in from snowy Toronto. All right. Good to see you guys. So, again, if you're new here, I know there's not as many people as during the week, but if you have questions, drop them below. We will get your guys' questions answered. And after I get to Miguel's here, I'm going to show you guys a Keepa tactic that I think is pretty nice. So Miguel got suspended for multiple accounts violations, which I have no clue who is the other account after my best-selling day. That's rough, man. That's rough when you get knocked down a peg after you have a great day. Amazon wants you to admit that you own another account, which you don't. So I have actually gone through this type of suspension myself. It is a huge pain in well, it's a huge pain in the ass, is what it is. So you're gonna have to figure out um, why you're being associated with another account. Um, my suggestion really for these ones is to get some professional help. That really is the best thing. I know it's expensive, but these ones can be difficult. So what we did is we of course fought back and said, hey, we're not associated with any other account. And then what we did is we called the account health folks and we said, hey, what information can you give us about this account that we're associated with? We don't have any other, associations. And we were able to get just enough to figure out who it might be. It was actually a friend. Okay. And I had shipped something to their home via my Amazon buyer account. And then Amazon said, oh, well, you guys are related because you bought something and shipped it to them directly from Amazon, which is not the case. So we submitted some plans of actions. We submitted all of our documentation about our business. And then finally, we actually got, we actually signed affidavits, both myself and this other party, saying that there was nothing in between us, and we just kept fighting and fighting and fighting. I think that one was 18 submissions before Amazon finally said, "Oh, okay, that sounds good. We'll let you back on the platform." Hey, Chris, how are you getting FBA to reimburse for shipments to FBA? We used to provide order confirmation, shipment confirmations, and now they're not working. So, what we're doing is, and I actually just let me see if this one is settled yet. I actually just did this the other day. Personally, I think that you should probably use a service. There are services out there like, yeah, this one's still pending Amazon action. It's only been open since December the 3rd. Um, but you should probably use a service. Let them beat their head against the wall. There are services like True Ops out there that are only going to charge you 10%, and any clawbacks they reimburse, at least the last time I checked. But I went through one. I want to do it all myself because I want to make sure that uh, I've got a nice system down so I can tell other people. But what I did is I went in and I grabbed my receipts, I grabbed my order confirmation, the shipping confirmation. I also grabbed the delivery confirmation, and then I went in and got um, I got the list of items sent in directly to Amazon from Seller Central, and I put all of those together in one single document, marked everything up, and um, and then put a cover letter over it and said, "Here's what you're going to find in this document." All right, I did that for every single ASIN. I put it all into one single document, and then I sent that in. I'm hoping that that's what's going to work, but again, it's better if you allow someone else to do it for you. Matthew, what is going on? Hey, Albana, I'm sorry to hear that. If your account is suspended, I would. I'm a big fan of Jeff Schick. He has helped me multiple times. You could also go to Seller Basics. Those are the two that I send people to, and they're both attorneys, which is which I think is helpful. So it's not necessary. I know people who are not attorneys that do this kind of thing, but I do think that those two firms are pretty good at what they do. Matthew. So Matthew's curious. Do you have a lawyer on retainer? I do have a lawyer on retainer. I have Jeff Schick on retainer. And I don't know what the cost is anymore. I think I pay an old grandfathered rate, but it does help you sleep at night, knowing that if there is some sort of issue, you can reach out to a lawyer. The other thing is you can talk to them about other things. They're on retainer. You get X amount of time every single month, and they will help you. Lex, is there a method to look over merchant fulfilled products only in Keepa? Yes, we actually did that yesterday, I think. It was either yesterday or Thursday. I went over a method during the live, which you go check out on my YouTube channel at Clear the Shelf. And we did talk about that. Now, your second question, are you able to look back in the past on Keepa and see what the drops were during a time in the past? How do you determine how an item sold in a past period? Yeah, you can absolutely look through the history in a Keepa chart. Let me open up an Amazon tab here, and let me pull up I don't know, we'll do a Spider-Man action figure. Here, we'll just look at this one here. All right, let me share my screen. So, the easiest way to find out how it has done in the past is just to make your timeline longer. So, what I can do here is I can see the sales rank over the last year, and that's no problem at all. I can also go out to all, and now I can see that sales rank for the last 856 days. Now, let's say, for example, that I just want to know what is this going to do in the month of January. Well, I can click on that top tab right there, and I can then zoom in. And now this shows me the month of January 2023, and I can see what that sales velocity is doing. I even get to see that monthly sold figure. So you can see here it's selling 2,000 a month, and then right here as we get to the 10th, around here, it drops down to 1,000 per month. We got to remember this is a lagging indicator. Pops back up to 2,000 a couple times, but then as we get to January 15th, we see that that's when Q4 really ends, and we start to see that sales number start to slowly creep down. Okay, so now I do want to push back just a little bit, Lex. I noticed you said here, are we able to look at the drops? And so I worry that you think that sales rank drops equal sales. Okay. And they do not. All right. A sales rank going from 14,201 to 12,267 does not mean one sale. It might mean 5 sales, 10 sales. It might mean 500 sales. There are even instances where it could mean 0 sales. Okay. I have a video on this on my YouTube channel. Keepa sales rank drops do not equal sales or something like that. It's got me looking kind of stupid on the thumbnail, which actually that might be all thumbnails depending on what you think of me. But I would go watch that because there are some people in the Amazon space who talk about Keepa sales rank drops and using that as an indicator of velocity. And in my opinion, they're doing a massive disservice to the Amazon community because items sell even when the sales rank gets worse. Okay. So I'm going to give you a little example here. Going from 14,201 to 12,267, that is an indicator of sales, 100%. Okay. Especially with something ranked this low. All right. But if it goes from 12,267 here, December the 1st at 6:28 a.m., and then And on December the 1st at 7:11 a.m., it goes up to 12,506. That doesn't mean that for an hour it stopped selling. What it means is that in that hour, something else likely started selling faster than this particular item, or nothing else really sold faster. This just slowed down enough in velocity that the sales rank got a little bit worse. There's so many factors that go into sales rank. It is recency of sales, it is velocity of sales, and there is a small little factor of number of sales over a long period of time. So if this item stopped selling very well and it went from 1,000 sold every month to 500 sold every month, this might actually lose its sales rank a little bit slower than something that is following the exact same sales velocity pattern that's only been on Amazon for 3 months. Okay. Now, it's not a big factor, but it is a little bit of a factor, and that comes directly from Amazon. Now, one of the other reasons to know that sales rank drops do not equal sales is we can see right here that Amazon is reporting that this is getting, with this gold line here, this is getting 1,000 sales a month right now. Now, that is a lagging indicator, but this is doing 1,000 plus sales per month. Of course, because we're in Q4, kids like Spider-Man. And if we look down here, we can see that this item averages 76 sales rank drops per month. Okay. Well, 76 sales rank drops per month is nowhere near 1,000 plus units every single month. So there is no correlation there. But and Lex, you may totally know that, but I based on the way your question was worded, I was worried that wasn't the case, and that's a soapbox that I like to get on. Hey, Chris, what's going on? Yeah, I'm going to take Sunday off, but I figured I'd hop in here on a Saturday. The missus is away. I'm Groot. Amazon is saying the invoice needs to show enough units to cover all sales, and it does, but they aren't smart enough to realize that there are 20 units in each case. 3 cases ordered equals 60 units. So you're going to have to spell that out for them. Groot, that's actually a good. So this is a good problem to have, in my opinion, because instead of having to build a case about your wholesaler, what you've got to do is you've got to build a case to show them, hey, I'm buying cases at a time. Now, I would want to say, I'm buying cases at a time, you moron. Try not to do that. Just keep that part in your head. Okay. But just point out to them that, you're getting 20 units per case. Even if you need to ask your supplier to say, hey, could you take a picture of one of the cases for me that shows the quantity in a case, and then build that into your documentation for them. And I mean, make it so dumbed down that a 5-year-old could understand it. Although some 5-year-olds are probably smarter than some seller support folks. Matthew, thanks for answering my question. Also wanted to vouch for the Keep SOPs. I appreciate that, man. So Chris has got something here. I'm gonna have to have Chris come on the live. If you're 100% FBA and seeing more ASIN buy boxes dominated by FBM, do you change your sourcing strategy? Is this an opportunity post holiday? I could see where this would be an opportunity post holiday. Okay. The reason being is that a lot of the merchant fulfilled sellers are likely not sending in FBA shipments at the moment. And so, if there is history of the items keeping a steady price through January into February, etc., you could ship into FBA, wait out the FBM sellers that are getting the buy box, which they're likely getting the buy box because Amazon just needs the help with volume. And you could take advantage of the lower number of sellers who are either going to say, oh, well, I have so much FBM here, I'm going to send these into FBA, or um, or they're just going to, some of them are going to return the products, to be quite honest with you. And you could wait those folks out and sell them in January, hopefully for just as high of a price, and not have to worry about doing any merchant fulfilling. So yeah, I think that's not a bad idea. Does it change my sourcing strategy at all? Not really, because I know that, I'm at least 2 weeks out before items will get checked in, probably longer this time of year. All right. All right, guys, I'm going to show you guys something really quick. If you guys have questions, so my wife is out actually helping a friend of ours who is a new business owner. My wife is a natural salesperson, and so my wife is out helping them do the sales for their business. So she's away until 9 o'clock, selling shirts at a local market. So I'll go as long as you guys have questions. But I promised you that I would show you a Keepa feature that you could use. And if you have questions, ask away. I'll stay as long as you guys will have me tonight. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Now, what I'm going to show you guys this evening is inside the Keepa product finder. And one of the things that a lot of people, especially newer sellers, will overlook is they will overlook the items without any sales rank. And if you come in to Keepa product finder, you can go into sales rank here and you can see that there is a no sales rank button. And we click on that. There are 796 million products on Amazon that have no sales rank. Something interesting about that is if we actually open up Keepa in another tab, we can see that Keepa is actually tracking 1.387 billion items on Amazon right now. Okay. So with there being 796 million ASINs without a sales rank, that means that more than half of what Keepa is tracking actually has no sales rank. So, number one, the reason that this opportunity is powerful is because you have now just doubled the size of the pond that you're fishing in. Okay. Because a lot of people will overlook this stuff. All right. Now, once we choose no sales rank, you may want to go in and you may want to put in a buy box price just because maybe you don't want to sell anything under $20. And we're going to go ahead and do that here. I'm also going to just say, you know what? Actually, I'm not going to worry about Amazon being out of stock, but I'm going to run down and I'm going to choose a category. Actually, I'll come back and choose a category in a moment because I want to show you how many products there are in total. But once I have no sales rank and I have a $20 and up buy box filter, I'm going to go down and I'm going to go to the new offer count. Now, a lot of these items that have no sales rank, they might be white label products. They might be products that, are private label, just stuff that's garbage. So over the past 30 days, I want there to be at least 3 new offers on the listing. And I'm going to do the same thing over the past 90 days. This should get rid of a lot of the PL and white label garbage that's out there. And now I'm down to almost 8.5 million ASINs on Amazon. So I need to, of course, pare this down even further. So I'm going to run down and I'm going to say, all right, now I want you to show me the items, no ebooks, no digital products. I want you to show me the items that have reviews. Okay. There's 2 things. I'm going to show you the hard one first. And then after I show you the hard one, I'm going to show you the easy one. All right. So the hard one is here. I want to know, or I want to see the items that have reviews. All right. So I'm going to say at least 50 reviews. And that brings me down to 134,000 products. Now, over the past 30 days, I want to see that the reviews are going up. Actually, I'm going to do over 90 days. All right. But over the past 90 days, I want to see that the reviews are going up. So I'm going to go negative 500 to negative 10. All right. Now, this means that that there's got to be at least 50 reviews. And over the past 10 or over the past 90 days, the reviews need to have increased by anywhere from 10% up to 500%. And now this gets me 13,043 products. Still too many to go through. All right. So, last thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to choose a category just because I want this to be pared down quite a bit. And since we're in Q4, I'm going to choose the toys and games category. And this leaves me with 139 products that currently have no sales rank, have at least 3 average number of sellers over the past 30 and 90 days, is more than $20 in the buy box, at least 50 reviews, and the reviews have gone up over the past 90 days anywhere from 10% to 500%. So there should be some evidence that these are selling. And we're going to look at this item right here. All right. Amazon happens to be on this item. Not a huge deal. You can compete with Amazon. But what we're going to see here is we're going to see that the number of reviews, this green line right here, is going up and to the right. That is an indicator that this is selling. We also get to see that there's monthly sold. Now, the reason we didn't choose this first is because the monthly sold is not on every listing. Okay. But it's really nice when this is there. This also had a sales rank at one point. It just doesn't have a sales rank right now. And then finally, we can see in the new offer count that Amazon, even though it does not look like they're sharing the buy box, the number of sellers is going up and down, not incredibly fast, but enough to warrant that Amazon is sharing the buy box, even if you cannot see evidence of it up in the actual buy box chart. Okay. Now let's see if we can find a little evidence of it here. We're looking at Amazon as the buy box holder, even up there. And yeah, Amazon's been the buy box holder all through here, but we can see another seller dropped off. So chances are somewhere where Keepa didn't pick it up or some regional buy box, a third-party seller got in there, okay? And so we can see this item is at $79.99. Looks like Amazon might be at $99.99. We're going to open this up. We'll take a look at it. Sure enough, Amazon's at $99.99 right now. And we can do a quick Google search. Actually, I'm going to do a little more of it. We'll do premium. I'll do electronic helmet. There we go. Always worry about using too much of the title. It looks like we can find this at $79.99 over at Best Buy. That must have been the price that they were targeting with their price earlier. We could go a lot deeper, see if we could find this cheaper somewhere else where we could actually make a profit. But there will be a lot of sellers who overlook this because there is no sales rank on this currently. And you can go through every single one of these and do the exact same thing. This Queen Elizabeth figurine, this one may not sell very well here in the United States, but the reviews are obviously going up and to the right. And then we've got another item here. This one looks really solid. Number of sellers is going up and down. Reviews are going up and to the right. I can see that the buy box is actually getting shared. Okay. So I just have to go out and find this profitably. Now, there is a cheat code that you can do here. Okay. We're going to go back to the Keepa Product Finder filter page, and we're going to get rid of the number of reviews. Okay. So the review count, we're going to clear this row out, And now we've got 26,491 products. And we're going to scroll up to the bought in the past month. And the lowest number you can put here is 50. Okay. So I'm going to put 50 or more. And now I've got 612 products, which is actually a little bit more than what it was with my filters. And we can come in here and we can say, okay, these are items where Amazon has said they're selling 50 or more over the past month. Now, it is a lagging indicator. All right. So you have to be a little careful with it. But this item right here does look like it is selling through. Okay. The offer count is going up, but the review count is going up. And we just have to see, can we go find this to be able to compete with Amazon? All right. So one of the great things about Keepa is there's so much data, and a lot of people just overlook this stuff because no sales rank can be a little scary. All right. All right. Let me answer a couple questions here, and then we'll wrap it up and get you guys back to your Saturday afternoon. All right. Miguel, are the reviews specific to the marketplace you are seeing or for all marketplaces that the ASIN is available? Many times it is for all marketplaces that the item is available. Okay. So you will want to go in and see, hey, are these reviews coming from the US? Are they coming from outside the US? I have found that in most cases, the reviews are coming from inside the US. Now, with that, there is an exception. That one item of the Queen, that one was probably a lot more UK, but you could always go and check the reviews manually before buying. All right. Najim, no buy box for the item on Amazon, but you can select other offers on the side and buy it. Do you know why that is? Yes. So what you're talking about is you're talking about a suppressed buy box. Okay. That is a suppressed buy box. And that happens for a lot of different reasons. But the main one is that Amazon has deemed that that product is being priced in a way that is not competitive. So their bots may have gone out and found it priced cheaper on another website. Let's say that say the item is that Funko that we were looking at, and it's $30 on Amazon, and maybe their bot went out and found it for $15 on Walmart. And so they'll suppress the buy box because they're trying to force the price down to bring that buy box back and be the cheapest on the marketplace. Now, here's where a lot of sellers make a mistake. A lot of sellers will say, oh man, the buy box got suppressed. I've got to get that fixed. You don't necessarily have to, okay? When a buy box becomes suppressed, it is very likely that the sales velocity will slow down. But if there is enough demand for that product, people will click through, okay, that friction point, and they will buy the item. So make sure that you're paying attention to the data. Look at the sales rank, all right? That provides velocity information. Look at the number of reviews. Are they going up and to the right? Okay. Look at the number of sellers. Is the number of sellers going up and down? If that's the case, there is likely enough demand that even with a suppressed buy box, the item is selling. And now you really don't need to try to get that buy box back. You just need to price competitively with the other sellers on the listing. And when I say price competitively, that doesn't mean be cheaper than all of them. Okay. I'm actually priced at $4 above an item that I'm merchant fulfilling. Okay. And it has a suppressed buy box right now. And I am picking up sales mostly along the East Coast because I can get the item to them faster than some of the other sellers. Okay. So there's a lot that goes into your pricing algorithm when you're thinking about it. All right. Lounge Zinger. Just caught a little bit of that. Did you go over a strategy for guessing rank or sales when rank isn't showing? Also, any idea why this happens? Yes, I did not show how we can guess sales velocity. And speak of the devil, I just got another sale right now. I'd flip my phone around and show you, but it tells you the title of the product. But I just got a sale right now on that item where I am priced $5 higher with a suppressed buy box. I'll have to ship that out on Monday. All right. But Lounge Zinger, yeah, I did go over a strategy to look for items without a sales rank. I did not talk about how to make an estimate of monthly sales. Honestly, I'm not. I think that when we try to estimate monthly sales, it is a not only is it a Sisyphean task, if I may borrow a phrase from my podcast co-host Chris Rasick, but it is also a um, it's a pointless task, okay? Because our guess is just that. It is just a guess. Sales estimates from every other tool that are out there are also just a guess. The only thing that's really relevant is our own data. So I would posit that you should test buy on everything and then replenish if possible based on how quickly you sell out. That really is the way to do this business, in my opinion. Okay. Gina, thank you. Here's the thing. If we don't get into the nitty gritty and we do these surface level Q&As, it's not really helpful. And more than anything, this needs to be helpful. So we've got to kind of get into the details sometime. Balling in real time. Absolutely. I'm trying to. Miguel, are you FBMing from your house or the prep center? Well, the item that I'm merchant fulfilling was local. It was a item that I was able to pick up at a local retail store. So we are merchant fulfilling this from home. It's something I'd rather not do, but this was just kind of a dumb luck product. I walked into a store with my family one evening, saw the product sitting there. I said, "Hey guys, I bet I could sell some of these before we walk out of the store in an hour." And so I listed them. Sure enough, sold 2 or 3 of them, maybe. Told my kids, "Hey guys, already sold these, haven't even paid for them yet." They didn't give a crap, and bought them and sold the rest of them. And then I've replenished twice now. So I replenished on Friday. I sold through all of those. I went out this morning at 7 a.m. And picked up even more. And so we're selling through those as well. All right. All right. I see the questions are slowing down. So we'll wrap it up there. I'm going to go have some dinner with the kids. I hope you guys are absolutely crushing Q4. And I'm probably going to be back tomorrow. I don't think we have anything on the schedule, but we'll also continue doing this into next week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll be at 5 o'clock because Chris Rasick and I do this and the news together, and we'll keep this thing rolling. All right, guys, have a great one. I hope you guys absolutely crush the weekend, and we'll see you tomorrow.